Good morning. Hello, everyone. I got an indecisive cat right over there, so give me a second. What, do you want out? Do you want out, baby boy? He's just a tiny baby. Come here. Look at how small and baby-like he is. He's so small. He's such a baby. Yeah? You gonna cry? Yeah. Toby the cat. Oh, Toby the cat. Are you jealous of all the kittens? We'll get the kittens. How will we get them? We'll throw them out the door. Mwah! Good morning, guys. How's it going? Hope you guys are doing wonderfully today. We're reaching the end of our journey of the Space Viking King. It's crazy, man. I don't know. I'm shedding I might be shedding some tears, I gotta say. Let's see, adjust the camera just a little bit. So yeah, if you guys are unfamiliar with me, I go by Mechanical Beanstalk. I'm a variety streamer who tries to do more off-the-radar games. That is to say, stuff that needs a little bit more of a spotlight on them. Heavily modded gaming communities, retro games that kind of were classics at the time, but never really got enough spotlight focused on them. But Sundays are our unofficial Warhammer 40,000 game days, I guess. Started playing Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. Made a concept for a Space Viking King, kind of like a concept of a Game of Thrones House Stark kind of king, and also just a berserker king. My headcanon for him is that he lost his homeworld in the very distant past. He and his people fought to the bitter end against a devil worshipping, demon worshipping force, but he survived. Some very small amount of his people survived. As a as a reward for his service, he was given a warrant of trade, and we're going out to build our space empire. We've been doing that for a bajillion years, it seems like, and now it seems like we're in the end game of this campaign. So yeah, it's bittersweet, isn't it? Let me let Toby out. I'll be right back. Of course, we're gonna let Toby back in, let him back out, let him back in. Let me know if my camera starts acting weird. Let's see here. Come on, 1 second. We'll switch over there in just a second. I don't think I have anything else to say. What are you doing? Cool. Like and follow, subscribe if you like what you see. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the camera. Like and follow, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. Trying to build my YouTube following to 500, so I can actually, potentially monetize it along with my Twitch account, and yeah, put the money back into the business, so to speak. Let's bounce over here. Microphone's working okay. Camera is turning off for now, just so I can get a little bit more of a, recordings for our Rogue Trader experience. So what happened last time? Let me see if I can actually remember. Rogue Trader. So overall, let me see if I can remember the plot. Okay, so we were given our warrant of trade. Our cousin, this is our cousin, had her own dynasty. She was going to make us the heir of it. I have my own little headcanon backstory for it, but essentially our cousin was killed by heretical members of the Cult of the Final Dawn. I can't remember exactly what their deal is. They wanted to bring about some sort of entity or like end times in this sector of space. I think that's what their deal was. That's the problem with actually only playing this like 1 day a week. but I have to do, once I do these recaps, it helps me out. I kind of remember recalling a lot of this stuff that happened. We met a colorful cast of characters. We journeyed around the galaxy. We rebuilt our space empire. And we found out that, I guess, a lot of what was behind the cult in the activities was the Inquisition. If you're unfamiliar with Warhammer 40,000, Inquisition is like the space CIA on crack. But yeah, they have all sorts of deadly influence, and the Lord Inquisitor, who's in charge of that like faction, I guess he was behind a lot of the nefarious stuff going on in this sector of space. So we're trying to track him down and get some answers. But we went through this warp gate, which is this particular warp gate, or this type of warp gate, was very heavily. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can use the term heavily, but it was one of the story points in the Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader era pen and paper game, with like Dark Heresy, Rogue Trader, Death Watch, those pen and paper games. This one of these gates, I don't know if it's the same one, but one of these gates led to the other side of the galaxy, and it was like a big old plot point. So we followed him through this gate, and it didn't transport us to the other side of the galaxy. It transported us to the same sector of space, where, you know, a lot of these worlds are being a type of Xenos are being awakened. The Necrons, like living metal construct aliens. And yeah, we're trying to get some answers. I think we got the codes for some sort of like minefield. So I think we can. I think what the deal is. Let's see, we already did that. We explored here. We got the codes, right? And I think there's other not subsectors, star systems we can explore. But there's some sort of like the inquisitorial base that we found was overrun by Necrons, and they had some codes for an inquisitorial minefield that we can disable with these codes. So let's look around. And if you want to catch up on our adventures, I do have a playlist on my YouTube account that has pretty much every single episode of Rogue Trader that we had. So feel free to jump in and discover that. What did we decide to do last time? We had three options of places to go. We don't know where the Inquisitor is, but we're in the Unbeholden Reaches, right? So Unbeholden Reaches, our Star Empire is over here. Unbeholden Reaches, we might actually switch over to talk about some Warhammer 40,000 lore every so often. I like to do that. I don't know if you guys are for it too, but let's see here. Unbeholden Reaches. Let's go over there really quick. We're going to talk about lore really quick. Live chat going down. No, that's okay. I love talking about it. Let's see here. Hi, welcome back. So, internets. Let's see here. It collects this map. Into the Storm. Where is that? Rogue Trader Scars map. Cronus map. Okay, so where are we? We are Unbeholden Reaches. I think this map is turned a little bit from the old school map. Unbeholden Reaches. So we're like down here, right? Let's see. Yeah. Unbeholden Reaches. We're like all the way down here. Let me adjust my camera a little bit more. My camera's being really weird today. Me. Excuse me 1 second. Let me try to figure out what's going on with my camera. Okay, so we're down here in the Unbeholden Reaches, right? Their deal was, let's see, where is the core rulebook? RoadTrader, core rulebook, and Unbeholden Reaches. I know we'll have, there is a little bit of a lore blurb in here. I know that. Psychic techniques, starships, game master, playing the game, Imperium, traders, Chronic Expanse, Port Wander, Football, Unbeholden Reaches. Okay, let's look in here. Okay, let's see. Give me 1 second. The Unbeholden Reaches, right? So Unbeholden Reaches, in a quote, so long as these realms of stars are, so it once were, so as these realms of stars are, so it were all realms that are now counted amongst the Imperium of Man, rich with fear and darkness, and rank with the smell of secrets that belong to the dead, attributed to the rogue trader Solomon Harlock. So the Harlocks were, I think, one of the founding members of the Calixis sector, which were Calixis sector. Just to recap, is the closest territory of the Imperium of Man to the Galactic East, right? There's this big backstory for him too. There's I think one of the most popular campaigns for Warhammer 40,000 Dark Heresy, the pen and paper game, was the Harlock Saga, a 3-parter. Beyond the larger nebulae of the Chronix Expanse and regions visited only by the silent disciples of Thule and a few others, tales of the ghost vessels, Beautis, how do you say this? Beautis, but deserted world, dust nebula that claim the souls of the damned and the forsaken, are, and of course, wealth beyond measure. I can't even read this morning, still waking up. Waiting for the courageous rogue traders who will claim it. Okay, and I don't think, this is one of the ones I don't think they have, they don't have a lot of information to go on the Beholden Reaches. Concade. Any who sets out on a course beyond the ravings of prophets and witches are already lost, and any who voyage with them are fools. Quote from Velius Hope, Voidsman. Concade is a distant unvisited star that, through association with the dying words of a psyker, has become a place that both beckons and repels explorers. In the year 633.M41, that's how many years is that? That's probably at least 200 years before we are in this game. An astropath in Footfall was driven to madness and a slow death by terrible visions. Before he died, the astropath spoke of dark worms beneath the green-eyed star, the sea of molten gold, and other half-named terrors. Some savants of arcane suppose that the star Concade in the distant Unbeholden Reaches to be the green-eyed star. Interesting. Concade regularly flares for green for reasons unknown to the tech priests of the divine astromectrum, who toil endlessly to record such celestial events in minute detail. The star remains unvisited, and the full testament of the dying astropath now decays within a few private collections of esoteric works. Okay, I wonder if we get to actually visit that. Was it the Green Star of Concade? Interesting. Ilisk lies, all of it, especially those portions as... Why can't I read? Lies, all of it, especially those portions as ring true in the heart when first heard. This is a liar's craft displayed, and so undone, that is my judgment upon these so-called Thulian secrets. Astigos of the Far Prole, Seneschal to Morthus Winterscale. Okay, so one of, who's the current Winterscale that we have? I forgot his full name. But Winterscale is one of his forebears, his grandfather. The disciples of Thule process records that speak of a strange machine world hidden deep in the Chronus Expanse. Hidden cognition rays, blah, are packed with beneath every part of its crust in huge vaults, descending in the very limits of the Geo-Auspex probes. The surface is swept by swept with storms and rendering barren by the ancient strip mining. Huge towers vent geothermic heat through vast shafts in the turbulent atmosphere, and the heat driving frenzied storms of churning clouds. Thick citadels protect the crust, each as massive as a hive, echoing and empty, but for the whispering dust of the Xenos dead. Quarters of tens of kilometers long are crowded with niches in which dried Xenos corpses remain. Their desiccated flesh still punctuated by filaments that link into the vast machine. Excuse me. I'm such a professional. See, if I was truly a professional streamer, I would just will my sneezing to cease. Quarters of tens of kilometers long are crowded with niches in which niche. I can't even talk. Jeez. In which dried Xenos corpses remain. Their desecrated flesh still punctuated by filaments that link to the vast machines. Interesting. Strange machine world. Okay. Huh. And the final world they have a record of is Orn. Though I walk amongst beasts and feel their claws, may the Emperor hear my prayer and let me pass unharmed. From the Canticle of Passage of St. Drusus. Wait, Drusus was here? Wait, I think Drusus is a very popular imperial saint. But, you know, he did come here. He did come to Cronus Expanse. There's like a big backstory for that. Well, interesting. I gotta look up more about St. Drusus. He sounds like a little bit more of an interesting character. The only knowledge that mankind has of Orn is from the disciples of Thule, who were drawn to the tangible force of Orn by the emanations from a dormant warp drive within a half-buried Xeno ship. There, the explorers discovered a warlike, near-feral Xenos breed, using the strange vessel as a form of township or nest. The Xenos wielded tech devices as though relics, and hunted, tore apart, and consumed servitors that dropped from orbit. The Thulians marked the world with a ruin of intransigence, declared it an anathema to mankind, and moved on to their quest. Okay, so it's just like, if you ever come back here, just purge this entire planet. Well, interesting. Doesn't really sound like these worlds would be included in the plot that we have going on, but let's just go back. We'll figure it out. Interesting. Green stars and whatnot. Let's switch back to Rotrator. Cool. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Microphone. Go. Cool. Let's see. Sanctum of. Let's do. Go here. We only have one navigator's insight. Let's just travel. My king, I must inform you that Mistress 𝕽𝖊 has made her way to your chambers and has relieved the bodyguard stationed there. Perhaps she wishes to have a conversation in private. Yes, so of course, my queen wishes to speak with me? Of course. Well, we have some time before we arrive at the star system, so of course. You know, as I hire mercenaries to tailor your experience or gather a wholly unique party and play co-op with your friends. Talk to High Fractorum about this matter. However, you'll miss out on some narrative content from your companions. Interesting. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Appreciate that. I'm looking at the camera like it's on. What a crazy adventure we've been on. Remember when we killed Aspes Cordia, or what was it? The Rogue Trader Corda. Remember when we killed her? That was good times. Remember when we noticed she went insane, and we're like, "Hey, come down here. We have a just look out the window, Corda. You're fine." Yeah, good times. We've murdered so many people in our party too. But you know what? Such is the burden of being a king. Heavy is the brow that wears the crown, or something like that. Boo-doo. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys, coming in. How you guys doing? We're, this stream is dedicated to the loading screen. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh. My queen wishes to see me. Greetings, my queen. What? What's happening? Queen 𝕽𝖆 the Blood-Blessed. Your chambers have undergone a profound transformation. Familiar patterns stretch from the entrance all the way to the far end of the hall, forming an intricate maze. Its passages meet and diverge, all of them bending together in an almost hypnotic experience, and the aroma of sacred unguents tickles your nostrils. Ooh, tickly.
Domin, it's time we left the labyrinth.
𝕽𝖆 looks rather out of place in the soft gloom of the chambers, a thin, angular tendril, an intruder in the realm of soothing shadows. Okay, so we can undergo like a ritual of like joining minds. Okay, very well. Follow the sound of my words. Queen 𝕽𝖆 the Blood-Blessed. You take a step, and 𝕽𝖆 echoes it. Entering the tangled web with you, you notice a set of tiny stitches on her closed eyelids. Okay. She's relying... Tiny stitches on her closed... Ooh. She's relying on her hearing to walk, having completely entrusted herself to your will.
When I first set foot on the upper decks, first entered your world, I was blinded. The brilliance of your realm felt overwhelming. And the longer I stayed at your side, the stronger the confusion grew. The thread of the web was slipping away from under my feet. I was losing my purpose, and yet I kept on searching. I knew that I didn't have to give up on my past to take the plunge into the future.
Oh, for they fulfill you to a new world. Is there something back down her first evening? Finally, we've got supposed to. The king is a man of few words, unless you know it is really necessary. See, like, the problem with this romance that I've seen so far is that the character I've been playing as doesn't get very emotional, right? Unless it's like, you know, unless it's, there's a passion that he has, like passions, but it's not like, oh, I love you too, 𝕽𝖆. Oh, my love. No, he doesn't do that. He's a stoic king, and that's how I roleplay him. So I had to kind of tweak some bad choices with mods to get the romance back on track. But let's see here. At this point, I don't want to make any wrong decisions, but it's like the end game, right? Like, I don't think they would cancel the romance this late in the game. I would think. I don't know. We don't always have to play by the rules, do we? I'll just say, you know what? The king will show a little bit of additional emotion. My queen, I will forever treasure the memory of the day I first saw you. You too have opened up a new world to me.
Forever.
𝕽𝖆's expression tenses. She wants to look at you, but she does not lose control. Wait, so I can play by the rules? No, I mean, this is what we have to do. Wait, what should I be doing? Wait, I saved it, right? So it's not that big a deal. Find a way for 𝕽𝖆 to pass through the lines of labyrinth. Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. Find a way for 𝕽𝖆 to pass between the lines of labyrinth. We don't always have to play by the rules, do we? You notice a tiny break in the line. Perhaps 𝕽𝖆's hand flinched as she was drawing it. You guide her hand down that path and tell her where to tread next. The corridors weave and join, cross and branch, and attempt to confuse all who wander them. The odor wafting from the lines on the floor makes your head swim.
The tenets of the blood-spun web are my whole world. But to you, my reality is as strange and foreign as the upper decks are to a spinner. When I realized this, after you had carefully guided me, letting me find a new thread without intervening, without pressure. I saw the beginning of it, the grace of the web, a teaching that the Vizier did not know about. This teaching is mine and yours.
Okay. Pray, follow my prayer, wife. I pray for you. She recognizes the prayer and immediately joins you. She recites familiar words, merging with you in a single plea to the Undying One, and confidently steps into the direction of the exit.
My love.
Together, the two of you emerge from the twisting maze. Kibblah's hand darts to touch yours, her fingers interweaving with your own in a silent greeting. Then, she withdraws her hands and lifts them up into her face. A dagger flashes in the dim light, cutting the delicate stitches. Kibblah looks at you with new eyes. And you are mine forever. Oh, they're in love.
I love you. I always will. Until the end of the last star in the dark void.
Her hands wrap around you, joining the back of your neck. Her lips meet yours, and together you dissolve in the flood of her tenderness and passion as she loses herself in the kiss. We are out of the labyrinth. A new eternity awaits.
An eternity in the embrace of that which will welcome us both.
Gesture at the lines of the floor. What happens to it now?
The tenets of the web are behind me. So, why think about something that's already gone? Take my hand. Let us wash ourselves clean of the ashes of the past and step into the future.
Okay, 1 second, guys. I have our friend Streamboo is back. Making so many accounts. Account. Wait, was it what name did you make? Streamboo account fiddler channel F. Okay, sure. Bye, Streamboo. See you next week. Okay, back in here. You listen to the comforting sound of running water. For a moment, a horrific scene surfaces in your mind, blood pouring from the pipes in a drowning torrent. But the image is dispelled by Kiblah's touch. She is warm, alive, and so close.
The tenets are impermanent. Death is the end of all, and even they cannot avoid that end. Their time has come. The union of two, the joining of fates, the interweaving of souls. Thus, the grace of the web is born. Our thread, our world, our destiny. I love you.
She touches your cheek and presses her forehead to yours. Achievement unlocked. Get with your boo. Cool. Oh, you know what? We should do some bathing. Can I summon any more? Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. I need to pump up my... Let me see if I can convince one of my party members to do something in the bathroom with me. Okay, Come on, hold on 1 second. I'll pump up my social skills. Let me see here. Let's see. Type in descending order. Yes. Let's see here. Do I have anything? Gotta remember this. Self-calibrating helmet. Okay. Where's the helmet? Where is the helmet? Where is the helmet that I want to do my thing with? See, I'm looking for some sort of social skill helmet. Aggressive vision. Let's see here. Deadeye shots. Dodge reduction. Commerce. 25 persuasion. Okay, let's do that. Let's see. Let's do that. I'm not going to be looking around for a bunch of other persuasion abilities. Delicious. What we got here? We got some sliced haunch. We got some wine. We got some biscuits. Ooh, is that like a sushi platter? Got some wasabi. The soothing water caresses your senses, and your grateful muscles welcome the chance to rest. A pleasant languor spreads through your body as you allow yourself a moment of quiet relaxation. Yes. Party members, get in here. Let's see. Heinrichs. He'll keep me entertained. Pascal, I want to see my engines here. Ulfar, which I listen to his sagas. Let's see. Who should we invite? Heinrichs. Heinrichs, yeah. At once. This is most peculiar. Heinrichs, King 𝕿𝖊 𝕿𝖗. This is a matter of terrible urgency, or an aspirated expression crosses Heinrich's face when he sees you relaxing in the water. Or did you simply call me here for your own amusement? On second thought, don't answer. I think I have assessed the situation for myself. I suppose you desire entertainment. Very well. I will give you something to occupy your time. A simple game of intellect that is often played in our conclave. I'll give you a fact about my life, and you'll have to discern whether it is a truth or a lie. Fascinating. Shall we begin? I betrayed my family and caused the death of innocent people, and I was never held accountable for my actions. Okay. Awareness test failed. Ah, no! Logic check. Review your assumptions. 0% chance. Ah, damn it. You're 50-50. Damn. Let's see. You're lying. Heinrich chuckles dryly. Did you come to that conclusion because I feigned certain behavioral tells? Well, I did not lie, but I did not tell the whole truth either. I once belonged to a house of an Imperial Knight pilots. Oh, interesting. Okay. Imperial Knight pilots, they're like the... Imperial Knights are kind of like the... You can consider them like the Gundams, or the mecha suits of the Imperium of Man. Towering bipedal engines of war in the service of mankind. My younger sisters wanted a coat of arms like the ones adorned in the hulls of my mighty machines. So one day I stole a cutter and used it to remove a coat of arms from my uncle's knight. There was a scandal the next morning. Someone had defaced a sacred machine inside of our residence. I was soon discovered, and my uncle, kind as always, named me traitor to the family and demanded my execution. Jesus. In the end, however, I was merely reprimanded, and the guards in charge of watching the knights were executed instead. Yikes. I hope you enjoyed our game together, King 𝕿𝖊 𝕿𝖗, but now I must return to my duties. Okay. Relax and close your eyes. Let's just chill out. Listen to some Warhammer lo-fi. Yes. Finish your ablutions. Cool. Nice. Okay, cool. And we're nice, rested and refreshed, and/or refreshed. That's good. Oh, and I gotta make sure I re-equip the helmet. Where my helmet is. Where my helmet is. Where my helmet is. Okay, hold on 1 second. Recording. Let me make sure that the stream is still running. Being weird. Okay. Yes. And yes. Is it? Wait, am I not live? Hold on. It says I'm live. Did it? Hold on 1 second. I think something weird is going on. It says it says I'm still recording live. Okay, whatever. Whatever, my friend. Okay. Let's go back to the thing. Everything's going okay. Okay, cool. Let's go back. Okay. It was a long abulation and a long warp traversal. Master Abulations. Would you like to take a bath, your lordship? Thank you very much. Is my squeaky... Is the king's squeaky duck? Is that... Have you prepared it? Okay. Wait, wait, don't I get... I think there was more stuff, isn't there? Let's see. Valencius. Shred of Remembrance. I thought... Wasn't there, Anyways. Wait, where am I... Am I lost? Oh, wait, okay, it's back this way, right? I get lost in my own bedroom. That's how you know you're truly wealthy. Look at this magnificent bastard. Do. Cool. That's how you know you've really made it. When you get lost and almost starve to death in your bedroom. You can use your character's portrait as a target for an ability. Thank you very much, game. Always appreciate you. Me. The ship's augurs registered an emission of unknown radiation in one of the chambers. As a result, some of the voidsmen now have glowing irises, which has proven to be quite beneficial in performance of their duties. Okay. The vessel's confessors are in doubt and suggest it may be an outward sign of corruption. Better person me than the heresy was good. Gather corrupted for a mass prayer. Gather corrupted for a mass prayer. The crew's fervent prayers were answered. Those bearing the most luminous irises dropped dead upon hearing the hymn to the God Emperor, while the rest were struck with severe sickness, which did not abate until the vessel left the Sea of Souls. Interesting. Remove cargo, holy gifts. Okay. Okay, sure. Great. It's an uncharted system. Okay, let's take a look. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I have... Ooh, what is happening here? Necron Ring. Interesting. Lots of... Oh my lord, look at all these planets. Interesting. But what was I trying to say? Yeah, so my schedule, my new work schedule kicks in today. So I will have weekends off, so my Saturdays and Sundays should be a little bit more flexible. I'm going to try to get a feel this week of like what... Ooh, pretty. It's a gas giant. You can scan. We're going to kind of get a feel of like what works time-wise. Gas giant added to the world's experience. Okay, cool. I mean, we're here on business through the Warp Gate, but I mean, we're an adventuring king. Our mission is to chart the unknown regions of the Cronus Expanse for the Imperium. Rocky World, add to the... Okay, Rocky World. Not explored. Emerald Fires. Most of the surface is covered in icy dunes with greenish highlights. Okay. At first, officers aboard the vessel decide that the unusual color of the ice is due to a quirk of the atmosphere. Greenish highlights. Anything green. You're like, Necron. Later it becomes evident that the source of the highlights is a group of monstrous pyramidal structures wreathed in emerald fire. Examining them in detail with binoculars, it can be seen that one of the monoliths is damaged. A device on its wall emits an energy beam at a similar period not far from itself. Examine the structures. The Von Valencius scouts approached the monoliths with as much care as possible, fearing the appearance of the enemy. A small servitor, sent to gather data about the energy beam, clearly demonstrated the destructive power of this Xenos technology. After carelessly making contact with the beam, it instantly broke apart into minuscule pieces. It is curious that the second pyramid is still intact, and that only the matter at the source of the beam is being destroyed. Study the surviving monoliths? Yeah, we gotta study this stuff. The energy beam barely reflects off the dark metal of the pyramid. Occasionally, a scarcely visible wave runs across the surface of the monolith's walls, after which material appears to become even smoother. It is if one monolith is feeding the other, not destroying it. Interesting. After a few scouts decide to come closer in order to better... scouts decide to come closer in order to better examine the phenomenon. Okay. Perception test succeeded. The soldiers of the Von Valencius notice a fragment of a metallic rib cage melted right into the material of one of the walls like a bizarre bas relief. Between the rows of ribs, a talisman of black stone shimmers with colored light after each wave of energy. The figure to which the talisman belonged shows no sign of life. After a quick debate, the officers decide to take the artifact on board. Interesting. Right. Withering Shard. Okay. The wearer's toughness, strength, and agility are decreased by 15. The wearer can use Heroic Axe at 125 momentum instead of 175. Huh. And Desperate Measures at 50 plus 50 momentum higher. Capped at 100 momentum. Okay. The wearer is considered as having heretical adherent. Huh. Interesting. So you can use heretical stuff if you use Withering Shard? The wearer is considered as having heretical adherent. That's an interesting little token. So... What kind of... Interesting. It is rare to find such an ominous phenomenon in lifeless ice. Let's back out. Okay. Very interesting. Hold on. So, if I can be... if I can still be, you know, a goody two-shoes, but also use heretical items... Let's see here. Let's see. Radiant chest piece. What kind of... I don't think I have a lot of heretical items. Not a huge amount, anyways. Heavy Xenomesh. I don't think... Do I have any... Let's see, melee... Any melee... Heretical melee stuff? I have heretical range stuff, I know that. Crozius, power, heretical votary. One-handed. 35-40. Erlon's accursed votary. Okay, so I don't think... We got here is Tritus Chain Axe. Wait, I think info. Heretical votary. On a successful hit with the Crozius, all the wielder's allies gain +5 to damage against the target for 1 round. Okay. After the wielder deals damage with the Crozius, each of the wearer's allies performs an attack of opportunity against the target. That's pretty crazy. That'd be really good for a corrupted Abelard in a different playthrough. Strike count 1. So, heretical votary. Let's see, where's that cube? Where'd that cube? Here it is. I think that's it. Info. Heretical adherent. I don't think that's adherent. I don't think that's a very strong... Hold on 1 second. Heretical follower adherent. So rank 2 heretical items. Supposedly, that's what it sounds like. But I'm just kind of curious. What could you possibly... I feel like there's got to be something you can do with that. Let's see. Stuff up or is Celio, Pyromancer staff, Bloodhound staff. Bloodhound staff. These are Navigator staffs. Navigator, Pyromancy. Let's see here. I don't think I have any heretical staffs. Staff of Midnight. Telepathy. No. Let's see. So I can use rank 2 heretical stuff. So Chainsword. Wolfpack Cloak. Yeah, I don't have a lot of heretical stuff, do I? Heretical Follower. If the so I could use this, for instance. If the word deals damage to an enemy, forcing that enemy to move, this enemy suffers more like move stuff or push stuff. Huh. Sinister Diary. Grants a plus 20 bonus to Lore Warp and a negative 10 penalty to willpower resistance tests. Okay. Altari equipment, Drakari equipment, heretical adherent. When a wearer uses a psychic power to attack, they either restore 2 HP. When a wearer uses a psychic power to attack, either restore 2 AP or take 10 warp damage with a 50% chance of those effects. What's good for Baby? What does Baby have for his helmet? Carmine Crown. Whenever a bleeding, burning, or toxin effect inflicted by the wearer deals damage to an enemy, that enemy suffers -5 armor penalty against only the wearer's attacks. And the wearer gains plus 50 stacks. Info. Adherent, rank 2. What accessories do you have? Sniper Glove, the wearer deals plus 5 damage, where it gains plus 5 critical damage to single shots and deadeye shots. Okay. Yeah, I remember that the Baby doesn't really have a huge amount of crazy stuff. The Grimoire increases the chance of triggering psychic phenomena by 15%. All warp damage dealt by the wearer, wielder is increased by 14. Okay. After triggering psychic phenomena, the wearer immediately restores 14 wounds and gains... After triggering the perils of the warp, the wearer immediately gains plus 1 AP. It's not necessarily a good thing. So... I can do... Hold on. 2 AP or take 10 warp damage with 8% chance. I don't think AP is an issue for Baby, but let me... Hold on one second. Let me see here. Where is that artifact? Let's just test this out. So Baby can't use it right now because Baby is not evil enough. However, we can make Baby a little bit more evil. Let's see here. Oh, this is a necklace. What do you have? Requires convention plus 4 maximum wounds when available degradation. Okay. Okay, it's a necklace. Interesting. Okay. Aha. Interesting. Okay, so heretical adherent when a wearer uses psychic power attack. Yes. Yeah, so the Carmine Crown is actually not that bad, but it's only the wearer's attacks. And the wearer gains plus 5 critical hit chance against them stacks. Yeah, the whole problem with Baby is that Baby is not doing like a large amount of attacks, you know? It's always like one large hit or two, you know? Kind of curious about this. Okay, let's do that. Wait, how do you look, Baby, with your helmet on? Baby... Does it look good without it, or... that's fine. Now... I don't think I have any more, like, heretical stuff, that's the thing. Kind of realized that a lot of Baby's equipment kind of sucks. Like gloves, let's see here. Plus 10 strength. Bounty Hunter glove. Use an arbitrary plasma weapon. There's a deflection, deals 20 additional damage. Does not have plasma. Every time the wearer deals damage, the target's weapon skill and ballistic skill are reduced by 5. No. Grants the wearer plus 10 weapon skill and plus 5 strength. No. Using grenades costs -1 AP for the wearer. Enemies suffer 2 additional damage from the wearer's grenades. I think I'd rather almost have that. But Baby only has 1 glove. Or one grenade. I can't even talk. Whenever the wearer of these gloves gets an injury or falls unconscious in combat, no. The wearer gains plus 30 strength, no. Wearer gains plus 10 strength. I got a lot of melee stuff, don't I? If the wearer deals damage to an enemy, forcing that enemy to move, this enemy suffers 1 to 3 additional warp damage for every cell they removed during the wearer's turn. It's very low. That's a very early game item. At the end of the turn, the wearer gains stacks of tactical advantage. No. At the end of the turn, they gain temporary wounds equal to the amount of collision damage inflicted by the wearer this turn. No. Whenever the attack of opportunity performs against the wearer. No. Whenever the wearer scores a critical hit for the first time in combat, the damage dealt by this critical hit increased by 50%. This effect resets after they or the ally performs a heroic act or desperate measure. Great. Thanks. Okay. These gloves allow the wearer to apparently... I got a lot of melee gear, jeez. Grant the wearer plus 10 to tech use, and increase to plasma weapons, plus 5 bonus for persuasion, bonus to tech use, age of wearer's melee attacks, no. High spinner gloves, increase the... No. Let's kind of move on, I guess. Not much we can do. What do baby have? Wearer cannot suffer the burning effect by walking over burning cells. Wearer affects 3 additional stacks of burning whenever they stand on burning cells. Okay, cool. Gotta remember to... Yes, by burn everything. Anyways, let's just keep on going. Interesting artifact. Baby needs better gear. Let's see, well, let's go here. Knock, knock. What do we have here? Confusion reigns among the Void Ship's auger operators. The unidentified emission keeps disappearing and then reappearing on their scanners. At first it seems that the sandstorms are to blame for this, hiding the source of the radiation. A team of explorers easily overcomes these storms and begins to study the surface. As their accounts suggest, the planet remains littered with broken and mangled ruins of Xenos origin. Insect-like constructs flicker among the ruins like static on a malfunctioning cogitator. Their black metallic bodies are equipped with grappling blades, which bring to mind the spindly legs of spiders. With each occurrence, the devices look more and more distorted, bent, and sometimes even appear directly in the remnants of the walls or overlap each other. The only stable thing in this structure is a deep hole with a melted rock at its center. Whatever purpose this structure served for the Xenos, the meteor destroyed it long before the arrival of the king. Linger to observe the object. Magos Hanuman volunteers to lead the observation team. His passion for the Xenos devices borders on heresy, and he takes a long time after his return to report to the king. Later, Pascal admits that he is discouraged by the gap between the scientific accomplishments of the Xenos and the capabilities of modern tech priests. Okay. Oh, interesting. Me. We'll go here next. Not a green sun, so it's not the place we were talking about earlier. Lava world. 50 experience? Okay. Burning world. Unknown ships. I do like space combat. I do really like Battlefleet Gothic Armada 1 and 2. I really want to play that game again. Let's see. Yeah, just scouting. Dead worlds. Okay, let's save. Me. Born to lead. The augurs reveal 2 Xenos ships hurtling through the clouds of cosmic dust. A message is coming from one of the alien vessels on an encrypted Vox frequency used by the Von Valancius dynasty. According to the transmission, Lady Theodora's people are aboard the Xenos ship. What? Okay, my cut. Request to pre-order an enemy. Establish Vox contact. Request a report on the enemy. The augurs are spotting more and more Xenos vessels, but most of them are in a strange state of dormancy. Are they asleep? Dead? Cautiousness dictates not to test this hypothesis. Thankfully, the nebulae in the system could allow the Dynasty flagship to evade danger. Establish a Vox contact. The same request for help keeps coming back. We're alive. We're fighting. We need support. Okay, they're probably already... Judging by the what we always see in situations like this, they're probably already dead, but let's go. Try to see if we can save them. The Ice Serpent is a formidable vessel. Take on all of them. I always picture the king's vessel, the ice serpent, like being the environment being very close to his homeland, so the temperature is always very, very low, almost like ice-like. The console's all frosted over.
I stand ready to serve you and the
So we have.
Imperium, Lord
This is probably a lot. How many are here? So many. Where am I? Oh, where am I? Oh my lord! Look at all these guys. Okay. Wait, what? Shroud class light cruiser. What is this? Hold on. What? Sleeping. Permanent. The Necrons are sleeping. They remain inactive until awoken. Okay. Wait. Okay. Interesting. I wish I could zoom out a little bit more, or have like an overall Shroud class light cruiser. Can I just destroy them before they wake up? Gas and dust cloud, evasion, maneuverability, speed, hit chance 25. So it looks like. Let's try to destroy these guys immediately. We'll move. Yeah, disrupt their path. And we can do like this. Let's see, fighters, bombers. Cool. Okay. Yes. Get a little closer. Wait, I can't get. Hold on. Can't shoot them. Wait, I can't shoot them unless they activate. That's boo. Boo, I say. Hold on. Boo. What's boo? Let's see. What should I do? I can just do. Can I just? Can I charge without a target? No, I can't. Okay. Boo. Boop. And do like that.
Set course with all haste.
What? What? Get out of here! Get out of here, man! Now you're awake? Get out of here. Awakened. Great, thanks. Okay, anyways, okay, let's see. Can I go any further? I cannot. Let's see, how does this work? Corrupting chant. At the end of each turn, the most damaged section of flagship shields are restored to 50% of its strength. Okay. Interesting. Yes.
Show them the fury of our macro cannons.
Okay. And got that.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
Anything else? Not much I can do, can I? Let's use that. Get some bombers out there. Hopefully we can deal with these guys ASAP. And I can go here. Hopefully they won't be able to use their starboard and port weapons if I go here. Cool. Do they have any vulnerability scan? Living metal. Living metal. At the start of the turn, the ship repairs 20% of its missing hull once per combat when the ship is about to be destroyed. Instead, it's reanimated. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so that's any sort of Necron ship can return to life as a zombie ship, as a ghost ship. Ship must reach the end of its phase. You guys going? Oh, there is one down here. Oh, there's many. Oh my God, there's a lot of guys. Why don't you? Don't you have a las weapon, my dude? You don't want to use more than one weapon on this guy? Lots of guys. Yeah, this is a lot of guys. Oh, oops. I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous now. If I don't get close to these guys, they won't awaken, though. Okay. Can I just do...
Deliver their demise. Bring doom to our enemies.
Yeah, reanimation, you my tookus. Reanimation, my tookus, you stupid person. I don't like you. Do 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 do.
I want to hear the macro cannons roar.
Okay. Can I just do... I don't want to take more damage than I have to. This is going to be like a long, drawn-out fight, so... I kind of want to... I'm thinking maybe I should... If I go this way, is my stupid, like, escort going to go inside and wake this guy up? Wait, are my shields okay? How are my shields? Farmer, FR, can't tell how much shields I have left. I'll go... I think it's probably better to go this way. And hopefully this butthole will not wake up this butthole.
Helmsman, navigate us to the designated coordinates.
Can I? Hold on. Oh, are you really? Hold on. Can I do another shot?
Set course with all haste.
That's reinforced shields on the back. Yeah. And shoot. Cool. And they're getting closer. Stay away! Stay back! No! No! Uh-oh. Okay, it's not hasn't woken up yet.
Their shields are destroyed. Send them to oblivion.
Okay. Wait, is that the Necron saying that? Oh. Oh, just die! Just die! You're almost dead! Just kill yourself! Just kill yourself, my friend. I need to maintain my shields. That sucks.
Unleash a barrage of destruction.
Okay, can I not? At the end of this, each turn, the most damaged section of Flag shields restores up to 50% of his strength. Let's do that. Can I? Is there anything I can do to like not to not get in this asteroid field? Warp wave.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
Yep. Okay, I kind of want to go. I'm gonna force them to get through here. I have to go through here. There's nothing much I can do.
We have a
Ouch.
destination to reach.
I don't like that. It is what it is. Okay. Okay, I have rear shields. It is what it is. Okay. Go kill this guy, please. Unavailable. Why is it unavailable? Okay, whatever. What are you doing? Okay, so I guess he can't wake up these guys, but I can. Man. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Almost back. Okay. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing something. Restart shields. Increase restarting the shields. Shields will be restored at the start of the fighter's next turn. Rerouting the power to the shields reduces the fighter's speed and fire range by 2 for the next turn. Let's see. Yes, I should probably do that, shouldn't I? So, overloads the enemy shields, redistributing them with the weakest side facing the flagship. If the enemy has a hollow field that loses several of its charges, pulse can also negatively impact other Xenos technology. Do they even have shields? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Let's see. Anything else I can do? See if I can get lucky. Nope. Nope.
Let the macro cannons sing their deadly litany.
Okay. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? So if I do this, let's see here. Should probably go wide. Go wide and let's see here. That's and this. Okay. Don't think I could... I should have... Ah. I should have used my weapon. Oh well, whatever. Cannot... Ah! Yeah. I made a mistake. That's fine. No. What is he doing? Where is he? Oh, he's... Okay, well... He's doing something, I guess. Silly goose. Hang in there. Okay. Hang tight. Hang tight, my friends. We can do this. Nope. Nope. This is kind of hard. Damn. Okay. So save. Let's see. What can we do? We're almost ready for a boarding action. Let's see. Anything else we can do? So should be the shield should be restored.
Unleash a barrage of destruction. Bring doom to our enemies.
Okay, so under reanimation protocol, they should lose a little bit of hit points. So I can do... Let's see. So I can do this, and I can hit them with 2 weapons, right? Yes, I believe so. Can I do anything else? 2, 1. Imperium Storm. Warp Wave. Cool. And this guy's gonna have to move this way and then turn around. So I'll focus my firepower on this guy.
I want to hear the
Pew 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 pew.
roar.
Pew 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 pew.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
Okay. Wounded both of them. This guy's gonna go hit me from the side. So I should do... Okay, my side shield's already up. And can I use this? I can still ram them, guys, can I? Interesting. Pulse. Should go like right here. So can I? So I can potentially do this because I think. Let's see, 4 shield, starboard armor. I think arc. It doesn't say dorsal lance. Okay, so I think that's. I think they can just attack in any direction. So I don't know if this is going to make any difference. We'll move a little bit closer. Okay, I have to... Oh, I guess I have to move a little bit faster. Or further, don't I? Anything else I can do? Kind of want to go here. I mean, I'm gonna get hit no matter what. Yeah, let's do that. Less likely that I'll be hit by these guys. And switch my shields. Cool. Oh wow, he's so maneuverable. Ay, ay, ay. I don't even want to look and see what my escort is actually doing. Twiddling his thumbs. Uh-oh. Can you... Okay, cool. Oh, no! Where is... Okay, where is my escort? Oh, he's like all the way down there. Mm-mm. Whew. Okay, so this guy's disintegrating. Right? Falling apart, yeah. 5% of maximum hull. So I need to restart the shields again. What else can I do? Can I do anything else? I'm almost done with the boarding party. I can potentially hit both of them. Do that and that. I think I might do it. Is there anything else? I can still use Warp Wave. Deal with that. Okay.
Show them the fury of our macro cannons. Let the macro cannons sing their deadly litany.
Okay. Yes.
Bring doom to our enemies.
How am I going to do this? Can I do... Can do... Let's see here. They're all going this way, so I can do... I'll jink around these guys. Bah, boo. Okay, cool. There we go.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
Okay, anything else I can do? Can I ram him? Oh, I can. Are you not... What? Come on. You're not gonna let me do that? Boo.
I want to hear the macro cannons roar.
Restarting the shield, so restore to the start of the flexor's next turn. Yes. That's fine. Let's see, I can do Warp Wave. Well, I can do this. And then do... I can't do this anymore. Can't do Warp Channeler. Damn it. Unavailable. Anything else I can do? Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. Oh. Hopefully I get something good from this fight. Jesus. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Why are you so maneuverable? Ah! Imagine if I woke up like a lot of those other guys. Jesus. Ouch. 4v1. 4v1, because where's my escort, man? Where are you? Come on, help. Okay, 3v1. Okay, maneuverability sucks. Let's do... Can I launch fighters? Yes. Bombers. Fighters. Let's see here. Warp wave. How can I do this? What's the best thing to do? Okay, I can do plasma battery.
Show them the fury of our macro cannons.
Dorsal.
Deliver their demise.
Okay, and then I can do. Let's see, can't really turn very well. Almost, but not quite. Can I do? I can do. Yeah, swing run. I don't want to turn back though. You know what? Maybe I should. I'll do a swing run, and I'll do. Yeah, divert power to the forward shields. Like this.
Full speed ahead.
And power to forward shields. And not quite ready.
Bring doom to our enemy.
Bye. Okay. And you... see if I can turn you around. There we go. Nice. Yeah. Doing good. So far, so good. Okay. Nice. Someone else coming. It's like he's gonna come and steal the glory. Where you going, buddy? Can you reach me from there? No, you can't. Okay, cool. Where's this other one? Okay, cool. Okay, doing a lot better than I thought I would. Okay, so do like this and do 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 do. Yes, okay, I think I'm good.
Deliver their demise.
Okay.
Rain destruction upon
See you later,
our
nerd.
enemies.
Reanimation protocol. I don't like you. I don't like you at all. Okay. I think I'll do aft shields. Cool. Anything else? Yes. Go like here. Yes. Yes. It's fine. I kind of like these a little bit better than the bombers. Bombers, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with bombers. They just don't seem to deal as many hits before they run out of ammo. Bye-bye. Just die. You don't have, yeah, just give up. Just give up, buddy. You're fine. Still one guy. Okay, still one guy coming. I think we're fine. I'm a little bit more confident in our chances right now.
Unleash the power of our large battery.
Cool. Definitely save. Oh, save this. Let's see. I would like to not let them get a free hit. Yes. Can I wish there was like a return to ship button. Oh, so now you want to protect me, man. Now you want to be by me. Can I, like, demote the captain of this ship? It took a hit for me, I guess. This is what it is. Okay. Let's see. Do like that. And what is this? Do. Okay, can I do that? Do.
Deliver their demise. Bring doom to our enemies.
Yeah, sure. Protocols. You and your protocols. Tell you what I have to say about your protocols.
Navigate us to the designated coordinates.
Where you going? Where are you going, advanced life form? Allow me to introduce you to the technology of the Imperium of Mankind, my friend.
Deliver their demise.
Bye. So wait, okay, so
They were destined
okay, cool.
for defeat
So I didn't even have to.
and death.
Nice, level rank up. I'll take it. So I didn't even really have to do. I didn't even have to wake up that one guy. That's fine. Death Sphere. Okay. So what's the point in getting these right now? Like I can't do any more trading for the rest of the game, right? Who knows? The Xenos are defeated, and your men board the enemy ship, cutting their way through the bulkheads to the source of the signal. We're not going to find them. They find the decayed remains of the Von Valencia's boarding party. One of the corpses is clutching a Voxcaster, sending the voices of the dead out into the void. All of them fell many decades ago. It is what it is. A data slate and a weapon that belonged to the commander of the boarding party was recovered from the dead man's belongings. The words, "Hope is poison, kill it," and "Death becomes easy and desirable," were scratched into the stock. Heavy Enforcer autocannon. We leveled up. That was good. Study contents of the data slate, bring the remains of the flagship up to the flagship and give them proper burial in the crypt. Bomb the Necron ship along with the core. Study the contents of the data slate. You find a single order given by Lady Theodora. The boarding party was commanded to infiltrate the Xenos vessel and hold off the enemy until the Dynasty flagship withdraws to a safe distance. Yeah, it sucks to be you. Bring the remains up to the flagship and give them proper burial in the crypt. A prayer service for the fallen is broadcast throughout the flagship. In the following days, people line up to honor the martyrs in the ship's chapels. Cool. Okay. Just another day. Necron ring. The greenish glow of the gigantic ring made from unknown materials flows through the windows of the captain's bridge. The void ship's instruments measure the whole spectrum of various emissions. Sometimes the dull green is darkened by clouds of space dust or bent by gravitational waves. The object most closely resembles a portal, but I'll bet what's coming through cannot be clearly defined. Send a team to examine the object, observe the anomaly. Observe the anomaly. Arcs of incandescent star gases bursting from the ring pierce the darkness as space, reflected by the surface of other celestial bodies in the system. At times, dark light waves bend the edges of the portal, but they are quickly restored thanks to the enigmatic flowing metal. Interesting. Wait, does this look like the Stargate Do we pass through? Huh. Then, lashes of purple clouds, dissected by threads of lightning, appear in the center of the ring. An unseen force prevents them from reaching the other side of the portal as the blocks of blackstone become covered in purple scarlet illumination. Wait. At times, the an unseen force. Huh. If the ring truly were a portal, it is not fit to serve as one any longer. Stellar heat and gravitational forces forbid any vessel from passing through it. According to the ship's astropath, the purple clouds are an even more dangerous phenomenon, indicating the powers of the warp are eager to flow out of the portal into real space. Huh. According to the ship's astropath, purple clouds are an even more dangerous phenomenon, including... Okay, so it's a collapsed warp gate with the energies of the immaterium, the warp, like, leaking through. As if to highlight its deadliness, the next wave of dark light, the portal throws out the shattered remains of an unidentified void ship. Okay. Send team to examine the object. It's hard. Yeah, examine the object. We got ship components. Okay, great. Additional equipment in closer position allows the team to understand part of what's happening. The portal seems to resemble the gate devices used by Eldari and Drukhari, only made of a different material. The metallic shine of the ring alternates with the darkness of the light of the large blocks of stone, reminiscent of the material that makes up the famous Cadian pylons. Huh. Let's understand part of what's happening. The portal seems to resemble the gate. Okay, so it resembles a space elf warp gate, only made of a different material, made of blackstone. Okay, blackstone is like a Necron material. Lore Xenos test succeeded. Analysis of the wave signatures indicate that the construct was once part of the webway, the Eldari system of pathways. Okay. However, its current condition, the portal is not fit for transporting vessels. It is unstable and often begins unleashing dangerous cosmic objects. Instead of transports, the gate spews forth dark light waves and deadly breaths of incandescent gas, the latter taken from a star's photosphere. It's quite hard to believe that a civilization capable of creating a device as powerful as this one could have undergone such a decline. So but it says Necron ring. Wait, so I wish I could zoom in on it a little bit more. So are the Necrons the ones who built the warp gates that we've been looking at? Huh. Interesting. Okay, yeah, let's go out. Vanguards are the unyielding strongholds of the front line. They lead attacks, bringing the enemy fire on themselves and soaking overwhelming amounts of damage, as well as defending and applying positive pressure. So I think the new archetypes that's going to be coming for the next DLC is Overseer. Interesting. The breeze. I might as well use one, right? Oh, you know what? Hold on. I leveled up. We leveled up, didn't we? Okay. Extra flight cogitators. Allows the void ship to control one extra wing of each attack craft. Yeah, I love that. Hell yeah. Heavy void craft armor. Each. We don't do torpedoes. Next playthrough of this game, we'll do a torpedo strategist. Void ship ram deals twice the additional damage for each tile traveled. Interesting. Silent running. When approaching the enemy, the flagship shuts down non-essential systems and starts to drift unnoticed past the enemy ships. As a result, most encounters larger enemy vessels are surprised and act later. Okay. Interesting. Steady hand. When using post abilities, there's a 20% chance its cooldown would be run around shorter. That's not bad. Take it all. The flagship now collects 10% more scrap. It's kind of, not that great for this point in the game. The flagship's next shot gains +2 extra range. Shallow jump. The flagship makes a shallow jump in a forward direction. Interesting. 1 to 3 rounds at random. What would be... I mean, maneuverability is always really good. Let's do this. Complete. Yes. Components. Repair. Can I do... Oh. Yes. Upgrade hull. Okay. Do I want to upgrade the RAM? Yes. Upgrade the RAM once. How can I? I would like to repair my ship, please. I'll repair. Yes. Let's see. 438 scrap. 438 scrap. 430. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Me. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's do unsafe. Uncharted system. New paths. Okay. Take a look. Neo Genesis Evangelion. The system of Neo Genesis Evangelion. Ooh, look at this. Unknown ships. Okay. Begin scan. Whoa. What's this? What's a Necron? Is a Necron city? Under the thin clouds is, as if shredded by a careless blade, sway vast steeps carpeted by pale gold dead wood. The king's attentive eyes distinguish a region among the endless grasses that does not fit into the general landscape. The scouts from the shuttle see signs of intelligent life. Judging by the trampled soil and tent frames, someone made camp here. Distant silhouettes form a tangle of paths and obstacles, a maze. The outer walls are supplemented by a multitude of spikes and blades decorated by scraps of leather, and a withered, crucified prisoners. It did not take an expert in xenoculture to reason that the Drukhari have been here. Send a scout to search for the camp. Yes. Send scouts. As the comb over tracks left around the Drukhari structures, the scouts find the items of Imperial make, blood-soaked clothes, an Aquila patch, and a data slate cracked in half. Excuse me. Gothic letters and symbols of the Inquisition are frozen on its bottom half. The sentence fragments make up as part of an exploration report. The servants of the von Valancius dynasty find a rough illustration of the camp in the pocket of a filthy coat. On it are marked with 2 locations. The first is shown with a sword and highlights the area where the items were found. The other is a skull and points to a patch of ground by the maze. Let's see, perception. Find out what is in the place marked by the skull. The scouts carefully inspect every piece of land in the marked area and discover a camouflage pit studded with strong, thin needles. Okay. In a niche sunk into the wall of the trap glitters a volumetric flask with an ugly creature that looks like several brains stuck together. Analyze the nature of this creature. The king's people recognize this grotesque figure as the Drukhari Medusae, a parasite capable of registering emotions and transferring them to its masters. This thing was left here as an equivalent of a pict recorder, collecting the suffering of the Drukhari's victims. Destroy the abomination. The flask explodes into shrapnel fragments under the salvo from the scouts' rifles. The remaining liquid is collected into several test tubes to be examined in the ship's laboratorium and put to good use later, or destroyed by the orders of the road trader. Oh, pain blocker. What's that? Negative 10 damage for any source. That's always a good one. Continue exploring. Deep prints belonging to landing legs and a ladder are visible in the grass behind the maze. The relative positions of the recesses correspond to the design of an Imperial shuttle. When the von Valancius scouts approach, they find a wax seal bearing the symbol of the Inquisition and a monogram formed from the letters XC, Xavier Corsair. An officer proposes the initials correspond to the name of the Lord Inquisitor, Xavier Kelkazar. Okay. 60% chance. Okay. Nothing in the dry grass and impressions in the ground that merit the rogue trader's attention. Burn away all trace of the Xeno's presence. Yes. Cool. The predatory structures do not burn easily, and it takes a long time for them to heat up. When the flames finally gather enough, the turquoise explosions flash among the yellow-orange waves. Whatever was down there was dangerous. Yes, I agree. I agree, narrator. Over here. My king, there was an incident on the flight deck. The planet was discovered is located at the coordinates of interest to Honorable Ulfar, Angel of the Emperor. The moment he learned of this, he chose to abandon ship. Okay. He ordered a shuttle to be provided with him, to him, and directed to the world before us. We don't know exactly where he wishes to go, but the augurs have tracked the shuttle to its landing site. Gain 0 experience. Great, thanks. He stole a shuttle? How does this happen? Like, I mean, he's a space marine. He's like, I'm an angel, give it to me. Why have I not been notified of the actions right away? Why have I not been notified of the actions right away? He forbade it. Deception. Deception from a space wolf. The King glowers. He forbade it, and the forces did not dare to defy an angel of the Emperor. I'm very sorry. Will all members of my entourage be stealing shuttles now? I fully share your indignation, my king. This blatant abuse of the ship's resources is unacceptable. I see. I apologize for having to bring you this troubling news, Lord Captain. Could just leave him. Nah, I guess. Part of the king... Part of what the king wants to do is just, like, leave him there. But... Nah. He's gonna need some answers. A scouting party led by the king himself makes planetfall on the frozen world. The shuttle on which 𝕖far Thunderlong departed on the ship has been designated as the starting point for the search. Said shuttle is found at a landing site, intact and undamaged. Examine the stolen shuttle. The machine spirit is in fine form and is ready to ascend from the world's surface. No clues have been found as to 𝕖far Thunderlong's intended destination, but the King United Scout cites several disturbed snowdrifts that may indicate the route taken by the Space Wolf. Scout the area. The scouts discover numerous structures, burial grounds, and obelisks of the Xeno race that once ruled the star system, and all of which are now encased in ice and solemn sepulchral stillness. No sign of activity by potentially hostile Xenos have been detected. Follow 𝕖far's trail. The group bravely ventures onward into the realm of blinding white and crackling frost. The sky is soon blanketed with snow clouds that block out all the star's light. The wind, howling like a pack of hungry spirits, sweeps away all tracks and whips up a furious storm. Awareness has succeeded. The path is full of dangers. A treacherous crevasse, hidden under the snow's crust, suddenly opens wide underneath the enforcer's feet. It only takes the vigilance of the king and his companions, who hear the telltale crack in time that saves the soldiers from certain death. A few hours later, the expedition comes to a plateau. Rising up ahead is the dark hull of an imperial trading vessel that once landed on the world's surface. Investigate ships. Look for signs of 𝕖far. Investigate the ship. The ship is identified as the Revelation Granted. The Revelation Granted. Okay, cool name. The merchant cog commandeered by the baleful Howl on Footfall. Okay. No signs of struggle or other misfortune are found aboard, only some useful cargo in the hold. Contrary to expectations, no crew members are found dead or alive. The ship has been abandoned and its fuel systems are non-functional. The Prometheum has frozen solid and ruptured the tanks and pipes. The escalating storm sweeps over the group as if trying to bury them in darkness, snow, and obliterating whirlwinds. Looks for signs of 𝕖far. Count the ship in orbit. Look for signs of 𝕖far. Fresh tracks in the snow leading to the ship's airlocks indicate that he was here and recently. Okay. Awareness has succeeded. However, he was not alone. Okay. The scouts find strange dips in the snowdrifts surrounding the ship. It seems that someone was watching the ship from a position buried in the snow around the same time that 𝕖far Thunderlong was searching it. Contact the ship in orbit. The raging storm makes it impossible to establish a Vox link with the rogue trader's vessel, leaving the expedition stranded without aid, but probably not for long. The officers on the bridge should have immediately dispatched help as soon as contact with the scouting party was lost. They shelter the camp. Send scouts to survey the area. The enforcers searched the area and returned without finding anything of interest. Not all of them returned, in fact. Several seem to have lost their way and failed to make it back to the ship. Let's see here. Decide which direction the search will go next. Take shelter in the ship and set up camp. We haven't missed him by much, so we should. The king wants answers. That's why he's doing this. So the king wouldn't set up camp. I think the king. So 𝕖far was here recently, so we don't want to wait around here. In the racing blade, it makes it impossible to determine which way the Space Wolf might have gone. A pair of brave trackers strike out on the long-distance scouting run and have still not returned a few hours later. I don't necessarily mind leaving Ulfar here. He kind of betrayed my trust. And we all know how the king, you know, deals with betrayal. So I don't know. Like, roleplay-wise, I feel like the king would want to not take... He wants to have an answer, but a storm is coming. It seems... Like, I don't think the king would take shelter in the ship. Are we gonna leave Ulfar here? Man, we're just going through these companions. Well, I won't spend... I mean, Ulfar is doing this on his own. He's a big boy, right? Like, role-playing wise, I think the king would say, like, he's lost enough people here. He can take his ship back. So, I mean, he can take his ship back, and Ulfar is just going to have to deal with being stranded on this planet. He should have said something. Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm going to leave Ulfar here. So that's... How many companions have we gone through, potentially? So we missed... Okay. So... yeah, we've... what was it? Adira, Urilet, right? And Marazai, if you want to count him. And Jay. Now Ulfar... So we've gone through potentially like 5 companions. Yeah, return to landing site. I guess we're leaving him. This is roleplay-wise. If Ulfar asked me for a shuttle, I would have said yes. Alas, even the most experienced trackers failed to discern which direction the party came. After 2 hours of wandering, they returned exhausted to the wrecked void ship. Oh, I have to take shelter. Okay. Let's see here. Retreat to the landing site. Take shelter in the ship and set up camp. The bone-weary soldiers welcome the chance to rest. Watchful sentries stand guard while their more fortunate comrades stuff themselves into now frozen rations of the ship's vanished crew. Carouse test failed. Oh, the one time I have carouse. The temperature inexorably plummets. Many members of the expedition suffer from frostbite while others lose their fortitude and morale. Yeah, I mean, if I have an option to save my people and leave Ulfar on the planet, I will. One of the sentries delivers an anxious report to the king. He has seen a massive shadow in the darkness, and it was definitely not Ulfar Thunderlong. Double the sentries, hide in the ship's compartments, go in the double the sentries, hide in the ship's components, go in the offensive. The king wouldn't hide. Double the sentries, go on the offensive. The king, this weather is nothing for the king. Go on the offensive. A squad of the best fighters, led by the king, ventures outside the ship and scours the area twice. Unfortunately, the only result of their efforts is several squad members disappearing without a trace. How do you use the ship? Light a brighter fire. Barrels of frozen promethium are dragged outside. The frozen fuel reluctantly succumbs to the heat of the thermal cutters, and fires kindle around the ship. Even this is not enough to dispel the snowy darkness, but people are buoyed up by the additional light and warmth. A messenger rushes to the king to report one of the sentries is missing. Yeah, I'm losing too many people. Large tracks have been found in the sentry's post, as well as a few drops of blood. Double the sentries. Despite their reinforcements, the sentries cannot conceal their fear. The unknown has robbed them of their courage. A terrible rumbling cuts through the roar of the storm. The clash and clamor of battle is followed by a furious, agonized scream. Send a party towards the sound of battle as soon as possible. Send a party. Can I just go? I mean, I don't want to sacrifice any more of my people if I don't have to. Yeah, we'll go towards the battle. If I can, I'll go towards the battle. Bust out your axes, King. Tied together with ropes and bolstering each other with battle cries, the enforcers rush towards the battle in inhuman chains. Unable to see anything ahead in the darkness and swirling snow, they blindly stride towards the source of the battle monster's thunder. To me, my people! To me! This is nothing compared to the cold of my home world. Lower Imperium send their soldiers forward using their tactical... Okay, what do we have? We have a 75% chance. 75... 0% chance. Okay. Send the soldiers forward, trusting their tactical skill and lessons to be talked to them by the Lord Captain. The Lord Captain will personally rush into battle against the mystery foe. Yes. The Lord Captain will personally rush into battle. Success. The king charges forward, his soldiers rushing after him. An eerie shadow blocks their path. It is cloaked by the snow in the dark, which turn it into a barely distinguishable silhouette that emanates on the promise of death. Clashing with the unknown entity that cannot even be seen, the king deals several devastating blows, and then the malevolent foe hurriedly retreats into the blizzard. You're nothing compared to the king. Ulfar is found lying in the blood-soaked snow, his body covered in grievous wounds, but the wolf continues to cling to life. With great care, he is borne to the shuttles and, wasting no time, brought back to the ship for urgent treatment. Okay. So, great. Thanks, Ulfar. God. Well, he has some explaining to do later on. We got here plastic. Wait, why am I can still get resources even though this is like the end game? Huh. So weird. I mean, the game seemed to imply like I'm not going to return to the main game. Who knows? Okay, let's fight. Fight! Fight them all! Destroy them! Okay.
I lift up my voice in prayer for this vessel and its hallowed guns.
Ooh, okay. Shroud class light cruiser, so that's just 3. Okay, and I can do shallow jump. Interesting. New ability. Warp wave. Boop. Okay. What else can I do? Do. What can I do? Do. Pelt this guy. Let's see here. Master. Oh, Ulfar is not here. Oh, boo. That's fine. Is what it is. Yes. Shoot.
Bring doom to our enemies.
Pew. Pew pew.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
Okay. And pew 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 pew.
Fall ahead.
Okay.
Lock on and launch.
And do... Let's see here. Do... Aft. I'll say, because this guy's going to circle around. And this guy might circle around this way too. Okay. I think I'm good. Can Can I do a reload for the... No, I can't. Okay. Yes. Cool. Not the right one. Cool. Okay. Take his hits for me. Nice. You're not gonna shoot at all? Okay. Ooh. That hit pretty hard. Okay, turn, yes. Warp wave. Cool. This is the best way of doing this. Do like this. Do that.
Deliver their demise.
Do this.
Bring doom to our enemies.
Okay. And we go over here. Can I do... Hold on. Actually do this guy.
We have a destination to reach.
Actually, you know, maybe I should have shot this guy. Because then he would have done... whatever. That's fine.
Send our enemies to
Hopefully the
avoid.
starfighters will be able to do something. Yes. Fire on this guy, please. Cool. Run! Run, sword class frigate, run! Wish I could rename this guy. Bye! No! No, sword class frigate! No! No!
Mercy for the enemies of humanity.
You bastard! You smelly, horrible man. Okay, let's see here. I can jump away from this guy. Okay, cool. So I could do 3 wings of fighters. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's try this out. Make a shell jump in a forward direction, range 5 shells. Or cells, rather. Let's try it out. Cool. And yes. Can we do... It's like 1. Yes. Okay, cool. So I use... Did I luck out? Okay.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
Okay. And then do this.
I want to hear the macro
Hit the right arc.
roar. Bring doom to our enemies. Helmsman, navigate us to the
Zoom from
designated
behind.
coordinates.
Okay. Ooh, and yes. Do this too. Boarding party.
Rain
More wings.
destruction upon our enemies.
Cool. Fun. Very fun. Keep close. Cool. Cool. Where are you going? Just burning up in space. What are you doing? Stay away from my guys. Stop that. You're nothing. Nothing, I say. Kiss it up. Blub 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 blub. Blub 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 plop 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 plop. Ooh, another boarding action. Let's do. Wait, you can't do it? Yes. Boarding action.
Unleash a barrage of destruction.
I can do. La 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 la. Yes.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
Do this. And do. Can we make it? Yes. And no.
Bring doom to our enemies.
Okay, anything else? Reload? Yes. Oops. Okay. I did something bad. That's fine. Get a little closer to my main ship. Cool. What the? What? What'd you do that for? What kind of shenanigans are you up to? Interesting. Ooh, can I do... No! Wait. Hold on. Wait. I do want to ram him. Let's see here. Can I Abelard my way out of this? Yes. Okay, so I'm one. Save it. I like to finish him off with it. Okay, so I just need to do one tile over here. Ramming speed, bitch! Finish him off. Ramming speed. Yeah. Oh, the other one died. Okay, cool. Oh, it leveled up too. Nice. Long range broadside can fire 3 shots, dealing 39 damage. Yeah. Slightly better than what I have. Sure. Okay. Me. Level up again. Let's see here. 30. Where are you? It's this one, right? 39 damage per shot. So, yeah, one's as good as the other. Level up. Oh, posts. Oh, Ulfar's not even available. Is what it is. No officer is assigned to his post. Beep, 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 beep. Put my baby in there? Yeah! Wait, he can't... Can you use it? Yeah. Yeah. Master of Etherics. Sit in your safe, baby. I'm gonna teach you how to pilot a ship. Nice. Lovely setting. Okay. Let's take a look. Begin scan. A puzzled augur operator reports an expeditionary shuttle belonging to a von Valentius dynasty was detected on the planet's surface. Furthermore, according to the markings, it is assigned to your vessel. Interesting. The operator also states that the entrance to a system of tunnels was spotted next to the shuttle. Just a full report on the shuttle. In the registry, the expeditionary shuttle number 712 has been designated as irretrievably lost for many years. Information on the circumstances of its disappearance is suspiciously sparse, as if someone deliberately erased it. Huh, okay. From the crumbs of information that remain, you gather that it was sent to explore some object of an unknown world under the order of Lord Captain Theodora and never returned. Yeah, we gotta explore. Explore the tunnels. After disembarking, you notice the shuttle is buried halfway in sand, and the von Valentius coat of arms is practically erased from its side. The shuttle has clearly been here for a long time. Next to the shuttle, you find crates of archaeological equipment on which can be just barely make out the emblem of the explorators. Most of these crates are lying next to a massive black doors of Xenos origin, the entrance to the tunnels. We should just... I mean, we already know it's Necrons. Why don't we just say Necrons? The descent into the depths takes several hours. You make your way through the cramped corridors and they give way to the huge black halls, where a dim emerald glow from no discernible source brings forth the silhouettes of equipment abandoned by tech priests. The suffocating, oppressive silence that accompanies you during the descent is broken only by the echo of your footsteps, deafening and yet so insignificant against the background of the Cyclopean arches. Yeah, let's go. Kill some Necrons. We'll get some, as a reward, we'll get some booties. We'll get more gear that enhances the push mechanic. You know, maybe in the next playthrough, I'm gonna make a push, a push specialization, like a battering ram guy. Okay. Let's see. Heinrichs. Interesting. Oh, we got turrets. We got dead Imperials.
Know your duty.
We got here. Goods. Any other rooms? Trash. It is called a ladder. Sensors were erected by tech priests to ward off malicious Xeno machine spirits. Okay. Big old wide open corridor. Okay. They're just sitting there. Can I, like, just kill them? Can I get the first attack on these guys? I know they're going to come to life. What are the heavy weapon guys? Let's see. Let's see if he'll let me not get ambushed by these guys.
The Emperor protects.
Does something trouble you, Lord Captain?
In the shadows of the Imperium's ignorance,
I'm watching your back. Always.
Havelar, get in there.
Spearhead of the Imperium.
The way out is blocked. The stairs have collapsed, and there are dead tech priests everywhere.
What in the void happened here?
Necrons, dude. The creature is completely motionless, like a black statue. Oh, okay. It's fine. It's not going to come back to life or anything. Activate the stairway on the right. Okay.
Marching on.
Edges of the platform are twisted and melted. It appears to have been deliberately damaged by powerful explosive. Powerful. Strong. Very powerful and strong. Logic, 32%. Who has best logic? Who have logic? Who be logical? Anyone coming? You're gonna lure me in there, aren't you? I think Cassia has logic.
I guide humanity between the stars. The world
Logic,
is
use
full
your
of
logic on it.
colours I have never seen before.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm just activating this guy, I guess. Oh, I see. Logic, 87%, Cassia. Sure.
I've read about this.
The bodies of the Qatari, who flesh and armor have been disintegrated in various places. Judging by their wounds, they were shot during a retreat. Okay, go back here.
Look
Babble,
no
babble.
further. Light of terror, guide our way.
What are we gonna do, Abelard? Look at all these guys. Look at all these guys that are most definitely not gonna reactivate it. Seems like through the dark hollows of his lifeless eyes could flare with the flame of ancient hatred at any moment. But the eye sockets remain empty. Okay. Oh no! They're coming to life! Okay, cool.
Drown you in your own screams.
At least they didn't like move all my party members down here. What's this? Activate the stairway on the left. Activate the stairway on the right. Necron warrior. Necron warrior. Necron immortal. We got 10 shots. Oof. Tesla carbine. Bayonet axe. Okay. Techno targeting. The immortal selects a target. All other Necrons gain a plus 30 armor penetration, plus 60% hit chance, and then plus 90% damage while attacking this target. Jesus Christ. Sweet Emperor. Immortal, yeah, immortal. Net warrior. Okay. Some of the guys have not reanimated yet. Babble babble. Let's see, what can my other guys do? Get a little closer. And what else? Kibi. Anything else? Necron Immortal. So, wars. Oh god, got a kind of a bad initiative roll. So 2 Immortals go first. Warrior. King can go here. Let's see if we can go there. Kibala. Kibby. Let's see, go here. Use some that. Heinricky. I should just rename him Ricky. Yes. I think that's good enough. Who is going next? Necron Warrior. Necron warrior. Let's see, how would I do? I can do. Let's see this, and use cover, full cover, and then. Let's see, can I make it to Abelard? Let's see here. I cannot. That's problematic. This. Can I go here? Okay, cool. I can go there and make it to Abelard. Go here, get a little bit of cover, get a couple hits on this guy, and do this.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Okay, and then blitz.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay, still kind of trying to wrap my mind on how to use this properly. Visual beyond time. Let's do a couple hits for this guy. Oop, or should I? Yes. Gotta leave myself with 2 AP.
If I may.
Okay.
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay. And use this.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay, got it. Got it, Gouda. And can you make it, Abelard? Can you make it, Abelard? So I can just definitely taunt. Can I taunt this guy? Who can I taunt? Taunt this guy.
Indeed.
Taunting scream. Charge. Too close. If you say so, my friend.
At your beck and call.
I should not have done that, actually. Damn it. That's fine. I'm doing fine. I should have not done that. Damn it. Okay. I should give Abelard some movement drugs. Can I do... Nope. Damn it. I messed up. Definitely messed up. Oh. It's fine. Didn't mean to do that. No. Cover efficiency. Yeah, let's do cover efficiency.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
And yes, that's fine. Ooh, using that thing. Ooh, Abelard. Abelard, don't do that. Abelard. Okay. Can you make it to the to this guy, King? Oh yeah, I was gonna attack this guy, wasn't I? King. Where are you going, King? What you doing, King? What are you doing? King, my friend. King, my friend. What you doing, my king?
Will be done. The Emperor commands.
What? You not dead yet?
Rejoice in service. Your corrupt way has failed you.
Let's see. I want to get closer to these guys. Go here.
I will not be deterred.
Can I make it? I think I can make it. Ah, what? No path to reach the target. Okay, that's whatever.
Actions will
It is what it is.
speak louder
Just gotta get
than
into melee.
words. Rejoice in service. And so shall it be done. The Emperor commands.
Okay. You miss. You're chump. You're nothing to me.
I will not be deterred.
It's okay. You don't have to attack me. Okay. So taunts. Taunt this guy again.
Will be done.
And then tangle with this guy a little bit.
A tactically sound approach. Victory is imminent. That's not the Seneschal's job.
That's not the Seneschal's job. Anything I can do?
It will be done.
Yes.
At your beck and call.
Cool. And where are you going to be going? I'm assuming these guys are going to reactivate any moment now. Should probably be on my guard. Probably within the first few rounds, I would assume. That's how combat like this would typically go. You go here and do. Can you make it? No. Go here. Can you make it? Yes. Oh, I should have done Blitz. Oh well, whatever. Boo. Eat by boo boo.
For the throne's glory.
Can I do anything else? Do. How about you? Wait, can I... Hold on. Can I attack this thing? No? Okay. The game is like, what? You think that it's alive? No, it's not. It's not going to reanimate. Not at all.
I won't object to it. But of course, Lord Captain.
Okay, anything else? Anything I can do? Anything? That's as safe as any other place, I think.
Let's see to it.
Cool. Gibby! Necron Warrior. Should I do Necron Warrior or should I help out with... I think I'll help out with this, actually. I can jump up here. Do like this. Oop. You know what? Do this. Free movement. This. And jump up. Cool.
Trust me.
I should have been buffing her up a little bit more.
Aim for the heart next time, as the tenants demand. Trust me.
Okay. Boo.
The shadows will see it done.
Settlement commencing.
46 stacks of bleeding. Okay. Sure. A baby. Baby. Yes.
Step by step I lead.
Baby, come on.
I am powerless to act.
Okay, anything else I can do? Go here. And then can I burn my daddy? Daddy, are you proud of me?
What if?
Okay. Use this.
A wicked thought.
What else? Do.
Schemes within schemes.
Cool. I knew it! I knew it! You can't lie to me, game. Ooh, sniper? Yeah, sniper. 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Okay. Feels weird having a Sunday off. Haven't had Sunday off in a while. Okay. Can I do... Yes, do this. Yes. So that's...
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
And then we do this. Do another blitz. Where are the snipers? Deathmark. Getting over there is going to be a little bit of an issue, isn't it? Plus, I... Oh, you know what? I can do... What? Whoa, hold on. I can do visual beyond time on Kibala and have her jump across the gap, right? I don't know. Maybe she can't make it. Jump and then rewind time so she can come all the way back. Let's see. Save. What else? Necron Warrior, so 1 death mark. These are healers. Oh, you know what? I should... You know what? I should definitely give the king another turn. So he'll be able to jump into melee combat with this guy. Can do that. Can you not see it? Wait, what's going on?
Be careful not
No,
to
don't run just yet. No, cancel. Whatever. Cool. Yes, kill this guy.
If I may.
Where you going? Where you going, buddy? Okay, sure. And I should have done curse, right? Yes.
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay. Then I think he already has it, doesn't he? Does he have voice of command? Voice of command, do you have it? No, I don't think you do. Cool.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Me.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
My armor is contempt.
Okay. Oh, and I can use his Daring Breach also. That's good. Can I do Blitz up here? Try to finish him off? Probably could, actually. And then I could use... And then I can use charge to get back down here.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Okay. Sounds good.
And so it shall be. You have been judged and found wanting.
Do 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 do.
The Emperor commands. Rejoice in
A predictable downfall.
Wait! Wait, no, no, no! Why is it the turn ended? Don't end the turn. Wait, maybe he's not. I think it's just the ability for this guy. Yes. Oh, scared me for a second. Okay, so Daring Breach.
May my wrath be thy undoing.
And how much... What does he have? He has, like... Lots of movement. Lots of movement. Charge... Yes. Do this.
So shall it be done.
Let's do... Let's get this out of the way.
Rejoice in service. Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind.
Get some Berserk on.
And so it shall be done.
Berserk! Okay. I think we got all of his buffs up. So, first up.
Through pain and hardship, we prove our devotion.
375 plus 15. Okie dokie.
Actions will speak. Your defiance is futile. Let my fury rain down upon thee.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Any other dangers? Just swarms, right?
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens.
Bye.
The Emperor commands.
Can I get any more? Probably can't, right? No. Can I actually kill him with a quick attack?
Your defiance
Almost,
is
almost.
futile.
Let's see here. Okay, cool. Nice combo. Where are you? Okay, more guys are coming.
Dynasty will rise again.
Aha! More king! Let's see here. Kind of want to just like leave this itty bitty guy for someone else. Like this. And then no. They do anything else? Doubles their MP and reduces the cost of their non-attack abilities by 2. No. When AP immediately resets cooldowns on all attacks and all abilities. One stack is staggered. Maybe. Okay, so right here, and then can you make it? I think he can make it.
Rejoice in service.
Hi! My name's the King. How are you doing? Can I... Let's see here. 8 AP. Anything else I can do?
And so shall it be done. Actions will speak louder than my fury rain down upon thee.
What else?
The Emperor commands.
Significant.
Yes. Use of shadow, 10% dodge.
I will not be deterred. Your defiance is futile.
Yeah, that's fine.
My ears are ringing.
Those death marks, man. Anyone getting? Is anyone getting hit? Okay. How can the king? Wait. Oh, I have to raise the bridges. Okay, that's fine. Activate the stairway on the right. Cool. Activate the stairway on the left.
My place is at the fore.
Cool. All right. Can I do here? And try to get to this guy ASAP.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Go, Abelard, go!
Indeed,
Taunts. Yes.
I will do my duty.
Good. Hi, Ricky. What's it to rename him, Ricky?
Be gone.
Now what? Different warrior. Can I do? Where's Kibble?
Naturally.
Buff her.
Let's see to it. But of course, Lord Captain.
Okay, buffs, buffs, buffs. Can I move? That'd be nice if I could move. Can I? Is it gonna allow me to reach her? No.
I won't object to it. Get me a target.
Ow.
Vengeance will be swift. For the throne's glory.
Top her off a little bit.
Now, press on.
Though I gave thee my blood
Let's
and
see
my
to it.
pain, thou hast ordained that I shall
Yeah.
live.
All good. Alrighty, Roo. Oh, look at all this movement, man. Me.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
No, where'd you go?
Just a minor.
How dare you? How dare you make a mockery of me and my institution, which I represent? Can't really do anything, can you? Can you do? I can do. Hold on. You can rewind time, jump here, and then maybe jump here. Probably not gonna work out. Oh, you're not gonna be able to do it? Boo.
I cannot serve you in this
Meh.
way.
Meh.
I shall not fail.
Veil of Blades. Baby! You're back! Little baby can kill everyone in this room. Maybe not by himself. Let's see here. Baby. 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 Actually, what's over here? I can kill these guys. What's the best way to do this? Necron Immortal. There is an Immortal here, so maybe I should kill Mr. Immortal.
Oh, a genius at work.
burning. You death beam this guy. Okay, you can death beam. So let's do. Should be free, right?
What if...
No. Cool. Anything else that I can do? Do. Ton of effects. Force of radius around the executioner.
Let's see.
Where it hurts the target, excuse next successful attack is under any damage or target effects will eventually suffer 3 instant damage. Yes.
A wicked thought.
Excuse next range or range staff attack or direct damage over the fight. Next range attack or psychic. Wait, so is yes. Yes. Okay.
Enjoy everything with unshakable faith.
And yes. Can I do anything else? I think I'm good. Cool. What you doing, my friend? What now? Nope, more snipers. Come for the party. Uh-oh. Is there a way to turn those portals off? Probably not a good idea to have them continuously pooping out guys. Not really sure how I can turn them off, though. Okay. We do have Finest Hour. I can give the king another attack. Let's see, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Do this, yes.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Another blitz.
If I may.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. Do this. Not really sure what to do, per se. Over here. Nope. Yes.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Okay. End up killing these guys.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
And I shall be on time.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do with my guys? Yeah, buff my king a little bit more. Okay. King.
And so shall it be done.
Fate claims another one.
Mm-hmm. Do. Wait, what? Hold on.
Your end is nigh.
Charge.
Rejoice in service. Let my fury rain down upon thee.
Predictable doubt.
Ah, King. We always have such fun times together. Let's see if I can... Just kind of wondering if I should go for this guy or if I should just try to wipe out... You know what? Maybe the king should just go on his own. Like 𝕽𝖊𝖏 and 𝕊𝖊 are going to handle this. The king is going to go over this way. On the way, we'll kill some Necrons. Some foot soldiers. Okay, minus hour.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Okie dokie. Do. This. You make it? Yes.
Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps.
Fate claims
Cool.
another one.
And I don't think I can make it all the way back there. Can I kill... You know, I guess I am gonna get a little bit closer to this guy, aren't I?
Actions will speak louder than words.
Cool.
Your defiance is futile. Rejoice in...
Bye. Trying to get as close as I can to some of these guys. That's... And then, can you make it? My king? King kill count in the thousands.
The Emperor, your defiance is futile. And so it shall be.
Get a little bit of extra movement. Ah, king. Let's see. Necron. Hide behind here. Get a little bit of cover. Cool. I think we're good. Deathmark. Who are you attacking? Who are you trying to attack? Okay. What, did you hit my baby? Guess what, bitch? I'm back! Okie dokie. How much hit points does he have? Oh, can I not use it anymore? Okay, I can't use Crimson Rage. That's fine, whatever. Oh, I should have used the buffs. What? Get out of here!
At hardship, we prove our devotion. My enemies will be crushed like dust beneath my feet. I will not be deterred. You have been judged and found wanting. And so shall your defiance is futile. Rejoice in...
Cool. Get out of line of sight for this guy. Yeah.
Louder than words.
I think I'm good.
And so shall it be done.
Wait, can I still attack? No, I can't. No. You can't. You just can't kill the king. You just can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. Yeah. Well, sorry, stretching. Okay, I want to kill this guy ASAP.
Follow my lead.
I'm Abelard.
At your beck and call. It will be done.
Insignificant.
Okay, Ricky, where are you going? Can I just use my...
I won't object to it.
Can I just use my zippity zap? To zippity zap these guys? Do 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 do. Zippity zap. We'll hit the king. Maybe I shouldn't do
I'll put my
that.
psychic abilities to use.
Oh, maybe I should have healed the king. Maybe I should have actually been responsible for once.
Let's see to it.
Anyone else?
Naturally.
Do, do, do. Yes. Cool. Loser like normal.
I am your blade and shield.
You will not undo me.
As the tenants demand.
Keep on forgetting to use the buffs.
I will not die in dishonor. The shadows will see it done. As honor ordained.
Commencing.
Okay.
As the tenants, let your soul be purged.
Yes.
Trust me. Death is a blessing.
Cool. We're doing good. Baby! Destroy them all, baby! Your daddy commands it. Do 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 do. Where is the? Hold on. Where is the? Oh, the blitz is over here. Knights. Can I kill this guy?
Schemes within.
Cool. So then in the combat, all damage dealt by enemies increased by 100%. Yes. Sure.
Oh, a wicked thought.
You know, shoot my baby. Shoot my wife. Horrible. This is why we can't trust the alien. I'm gonna deport all the aliens from the Imperium. Deport them all. They were not here legally. Where can I do this? What can I do? How can I do this?
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Okay, got guys over there. Guys over there. Let's do... I'll do a blitz. Let's start right here.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? If I may, I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I am a navigator, not a serf, as duty demands.
Okay, now what do I do? What do I do? How can I do this? Do 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 do.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I can't do it. Oh, there we go. Cool.
Me. If you insist.
I don't know how she had
Captain.
line of sight, but okay. Yes.
A wicked thought.
Cool. Yeah, I can't do anything else. King!
And hardship, we prove our devotion.
I can use it multiple times, right? Reduces the wear of the current armor and deflection by half until the end of the combat. Critical damage is increased by melee attack damage until the end of combat. This ability can be used once per round. All effects stack.
I will not be deterred.
You're like no armor. 9% armor. Okay, King. Like this. Actually, you know what? Should I do... Stop. Stop it.
And so it shall be done.
Cool. And do... Okay, I think if I do this guy, and I can do break through, right?
May the divine's will be done.
I can do slash. And check this out. Slash. Savage. Can I do another one?
I won't
Wait,
suffer
what?
this. I am the chosen weapon that will crush
Yes.
the heathens.
Little spinny attack. King, you're so sexy. I'm so jealous of your beard, King. Okay. I can go... Just... Wait, is this... Okay, 2 guys left. So I can do... Hold on. Can I actually... Do you think I can actually make it to this guy? Hold on. Maybe.
Your end is nigh.
Oh, I might actually be able to make it. Hold on. Oh, so close!
And so shall it be done.
Yeah, bonk.
I will not be... Your defiance is futile.
Bonk.
And so it shall be...
Another one. is shattered.
Oh, you can still move.
Let my enemies tremble
Cool.
at the sound of my steps.
Yeah, that's it. Just one more guy left. We just gotta kill him. Hopefully before there's any more spawns.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Abelard.
Victory is imminent.
Abelard. Come on.
Indeed.
Cool.
Brings
That's
you
it.
no pleasure.
Yes! Save. That was pretty good. That was a nice display of my true power. Okay, now King needs more wounds, I think. That was one of the things we were talking about. Let's see, Wounded Beast. Blade Fury, let's see here. Blade Fury, each use of slash command deals +1 damage until the end of combat. Slash is actually getting pretty good, but I don't know if I want to use it just yet. And plus you have to have like a very tight group with a lot of open space. Air attack net deals an additional 4 damage for each enemy effect. No. The warrior's melee attacks deal an additional 5 damage to enemies that have no allies in adjacent cells. Field Medic allows the warrior to use medikits without the Medicae skill. Also, the warrior gains an additional 5 wounds whenever Medicae is used on them. Interception. When a warrior parries an attack, their next warrior archetype ability costs 1 AP less. Open engagement. If there are no enemies adjacent to the warrior at the start of the turn, warrior's damage increased by 12 for 1 melee attack. It's okay. Thick Skin. The warrior gains +1 damage deflection. Parry chances increased by 25% of the wearer's total armor. That's not bad. But with the trinket that I have, I'm going to be eating up his armor. +1 deflection is... there's probably better things I can spend my stuff on. Whenever he slashes 2 melee weapons equipped... Wait, what? Whenever the warrior uses slash with 2 melee weapons equipped, the warrior deals damage from both wounds. I thought I already did that. I guess this, if nothing else. What else? Any... No plus wound stuff. Causes disengage, cleansed teeth. Gains +5 damage deflection against the first attack made by any enemy this combat. When an enemy attacks the warrior, their warrior's next melee attack against that enemy deals an additional 5% damage, or 5 damage. When the warrior takes damage, they gain +15% dodge. Defensive stance. If the warrior has not attacked this turn, they gain +20 armor. Charge and slash do not affect this bonus. Okay. Easy target. Warrior's critical damage increased by 12% against enemies not armed with a melee weapon. Epicenter of Slaughter. Whenever the warrior is attacked, they gain +1 stack of Epicenter Slaughter until the end of combat. At the start of the turn, the warrior gets +1 temporary wound for each. When the warrior is attacked, they gain +1 stack of Epicenter Slaughter until the end of combat. At the end of their turn, the warrior gains +1 temporary wound for each stack. Temporary wounds cannot exceed 5. That's okay. I'm good. Burn Scars. When the warrior is hit under the Endure effect, their damage deflection increased by 1 until the warrior's next turn. Invigorating Hatred. Whenever the warrior ends their turn near enemy affected by sworn enemy ability, the warrior gains +7 temporary wounds. Probably just going to use Shearing Strikes. Choose skill. Gross. It's like the one time when it didn't work. The one time it's actually used, it didn't work. Awareness. What was it? Logic. 77. I think it was like awareness that I was having problems with. Cool. Abelard. Damage would be good. Enrage. When a warrior has 50% wound, they get a +20% critical hit chance. Cool. Pierce attack. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. That's... Blood of Martyrs. Or use a heroic act. The ally gains temporary wounds equal to blah, 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 blah. What else? We got seize the initiative. Officer and allies within voice of command effect deal an additional plus 17 damage to enemies who have not acted yet this combat. That's not bad. She's always going first, so yeah, that's pretty good. Awareness. Yes. And Ricky. Ricky. Hymns of Hatred. Critical hits scored by anyone within the Psyker's line of sight. Increase the Psyker's critical hit chance by 1 until the end of the combat. Sure. Orsino's awareness. Sure. Gibby. Anything else? Death Warden. Blade Dancer's Medicaid is now determined by weapon skill instead of intelligence, if their weapon skill is higher. Blade Dancer deals plus 5 Medicaid critical damage and can use Medicaid as if having the Medicaid skill advancement or the corresponding feature or talent. Okay. Escape Artist. When the Blade Dancer dodges an attack made by an enemy who attacks them for the first time, the Blade Dancer gains 1 charge of death from above. Okay, that's interesting. Death from above is pretty good. So yeah. And just give everyone a little bit of awareness, I guess. What do we have here? Obscure threat. When a Psyker's not in the target's line of sight, the target is in cover. All resistant tests suffer negative 20 penalty. What else? Blazing Inferno. Psyker's critical chance increases by plus 1 until the end of combat every time Psyker deals damage by any means. Sure. Cool. Yes. And
what ails you?
Abelard, you have a little bit of a fresh injury, my friend.
To it.
Now you don't. I'm such a nice captain. Amazing king. Okay, was this worth it? Was it coming in here worth it at all? So what do we have? So we're at 3 hours. Probably do another 20 minutes or so, then we'll call it for the week. Or for the Sunday, anyways. 1 second. Okay.
With each step,
so
I forge my destiny among the stars.
Is there anything you can get? Anything good? What's this? The last confession of Magos Theseus Data Praximus. Run! Okay, that's it. You'll find no grace of the machine god in these faithless halls, only unholy hatred that is more ancient than the fading stars of these distant systems. They are asleep, the legions, their innumerable hosts, but their sleep is at its end, for no one's fault but mine. I have disturbed the slumber of an ancient mid-mind driven only by a thirst for extermination. Even death itself cannot snuff out the cold green flame of its lifeless eyes. I hear the lockstep march of our doom. A silence echoes it, the silence of our assassins. For death has no need of words. Mercy is unknown to the Nephilimex, his wayward and unholy firstborn. We have blown up the bridges and barricaded the entrance in order to contain them, but their marching is even louder, ever closer, ever more inescapable. As I listen to its resonant echo, I offer my last prayer to Omnissiah, trusting in his mercy, for my transgression is great indeed. In my pride, I neglected the universal laws and attempted to harness the language of the ancient machine spirits that I had once served, the owners of these vaults, and I succeeded. As an infant comprehends the essence of words through images, so did I comprehend the meaning of certain symbols of his firstborn, and out of those I composed 2 or 3 of forbidden litanies. My false orders sounded like the voices of those who committed the essence of this eternal fortress. I stole their knowledge. More than once in my complacency, I uttered the dead words with my lips of flesh, tarnishing them with the breath of life. I did so to open up the seals and bridge the chasms. so that our scouts could cross him. By that unforgivable blasphemy, I condemn this all to death. To atone what I have done, I have composed a crypto lullaby out of dead words, akin to that it plunged the Nephilim into mindless oblivion at the dawn of time. More stolen words! The Xenos altar of machine worship had begun to sing it to the spirits of the machines in the fortress, but I know that before it concludes, the awakened wrath will have reached us. Okay, cool. I keep on forgetting. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. I'm trying to build up my YouTube following to 500, so if you can, throw me a like and follow and subscribe over there. That would be amazing. But yeah, just happy to hang out with you guys. As I prepare for our last stand, I leave this confession in a warning to anyone who may dare walk our footsteps. This is my final testament. Run! No. How about kill them all? Bitch. Okay, so did we get anything out of this? I mean, we got experience, I guess.
Path to glory.
Stronger.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
Run. Judging by the reason, passage was blocked on purpose. Anything else? What do we have here? Oh, cool. We got something. Gaze of the Void. Okay. Dark like blast. Okay, so interesting. Weapons attacks project additional rays, each dealing 30 energy damage to 3 random enemies in a 10-cell radius around the primary target. That's actually pretty cool. Dodge reduction 30. 8 hours. It's not bad. Gaze of the Void, huh? Vicari weapon proficiency. Do I have anything for Heinrich? Whatever. Cloaking field emitter. When a warrior moves one of their combat tactics areas, the bonuses granted by this area are doubled. Ooh, that's actually not that bad. When the wearer moves one of their combat, when the wearer moves any of the combat tactics areas, bonus granted by the area are doubled. Okay, interesting. What does she have for her accessory, anyways? Her cloak. Increase the range of officer type abilities by 1 cell. Interesting. Interesting. Doubled, huh? Let's see here. Let me see something really quick. Summary features, our reputation. Frontline. So that's pretty good. Doubles. So 40, a little under 40% damage bonus. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I think that's it. It was sort of worth it, I guess. It was okay. Yeah, one thing I'm trying to... In my next playthrough, I'm going to try playing with different characters, but I'm going to miss having Cassia in our party. Just being able to just decimate an entire legion of people by herself. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's go out. Yeah, I think that's this is probably the last place we can go, right? So let's do save difficulty. And yeah, let's do it. Anything else? Did I misspeak? Yep. This must be the last area of the game. It's gotta be. Let's check it out. Sanctum of Taphetus. Okay. You visited all the systems in the Cronus Expanse. Okay, well, you know, in the game. Interesting. This is it, guys. Dead stars. Oh, look at all these dead stars. Dying star, dead star, dead star. Tomb world, epitaph. Okay. Again, scan. It seems that all color has died from this world. Gray masses of rock give way only to brownish sand in the black voids of gorges. The team barely notices a strange detail among the drab landscape, an extensive area where the land is too smooth. As they approach, this area turns out to be a lake of moving metal. Ooh. In the center of which burns green arc discharges. On the shores lie the ruins of pyramidal constructs. Through magnoculars, it is determined that the remains of the pyramids are slowly melting, creating flows that dump new metal into the lake. Huh. The smoothness of the lake is likely rippled by currents trying to extinguish the flames in the center. Send an exploratory shuttle to the surface, try to extinguish the flames. It's wasteful about the site on healing wound. Great massive rock, if we only a blind sound in the back of the gorges. This is strange. This area where the land is too smooth. Though the magnoculars is determined, the remains of the pyramids are slowly melting, creating the flows that dump new metal into the lake. The smooth of the lake is lightly rippled by the currents, trying to extinguish the flames in the center. Why would I want to... It doesn't sound like I would want to extinguish the flame. Send an exploratory shuttle to the surface. Specially equipped servitors are the first to disembark on the shores of the metallic lake. To the explorers' surprise, they return unharmed with samples of the anomalous substance. The squad sets out to study the lake and the Xenos constructions. Lore Xenos tech succeeded. Acolytes of the Adeptus Mechanicus determined that the metal contains the same substance from which the pyramids are made. The behavior of the metal particles indicates that the constructs made from the metal are capable of regeneration just like living matter, albeit incomparably faster. However, the pyramids filling the lake by transmitting the metal through the built-in portals cannot surmount the destructive force of the arc discharges in the lake's center. Logic negative 95. 7% chance. Yeah, I didn't think so. One of the pyramids lining the lake shore is more damaged than the rest. However, no significant conclusions can be drawn from this condition. Analyze the movement of the metal. Endless flows of metal pour from the portals of every monolith. However, one of the flows is noticeably weaker than the rest. Looking closer, officers notice a small object blocking part of the portal. With the help of servitors, they are able to successfully remove it and bring it to the Von Valentius shuttle. Items received, hollow field emitter. Okay. The wearer gains 3 charges of hollow field at the start of combat. Whenever the wearer suffers damage, 1 charge of the hollow field is removed to prevent this damage. Okay, so giving it to Abelard. It's a tank thing. If there are no charges left, damage is not prevented, and the wearer becomes staggered until the end of combat. I don't know. Try to extinguish the flame. That takes me. Let's just try to blow this thing up. Xenostructures do not give under the first salvos, and from the portals, flows of metal begin to fill the damaged parts. The lake slowly shrinks. But the Rogue Trader's team quickly understands it will take several days of bombardment to fully destroy this place. Yeah. Yeah. Dying star. Ravor. Judging by the orbital trajectories, this is the parent star of the system. Its lumenoreader is right. Back in the day, it used to be huge and angry, with a bite to it. Not this half-dead firefly. What happened to it? I can't imagine what would have drained a deadly beast like that. The lumenoreader swears that the rays of the star would have continued to wither all life in the system for millions of years more. It was too young to have faded like this. It was gnawed out. Nomos. It was attacked, suddenly and fiercely. A hungry predator bit into its magnetic field and drank as much of the energy as it could. The predator was starving and would have surely devoured the star whole if it had more time. We didn't have to fight. We're gonna have to fight it like a katana shard. How do you know this, Nomos? I do not know, but I can read traces of what was committed here, as I have seen it happen 100 times. Let's move on. Okay. We got 22. A shuttle of Imperial make is detected among the rocky gorges of the planet, alongside 2 nearby Xeno objects, monolithic structures embedded into the landscape. When scanned, the objects distort the signal, but no signs of enemy activity nor signals from the shuttle are found. Send out servitors to scout. Shouts. The servitor signals disappear as soon as they approach the cliffs between which the shuttle was found. Not one of them returns, and no data is received. Disembark and examine the shuttle and the Xeno structures. King 𝕽𝖌𝖊 𝕿𝖗 Hodd von Valentius wished to personally explore the enigmatic monoliths. The von Valentius shuttle overcomes the turbulent zone with an alarming rumble, after which the connection to the void ship becomes tenuous. Despite a rough landing on roughy terrain, the flight ends successfully. Sure. I think we'll just get like some of these small side quests out of the way before next week. Stretch. Okay.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
What's going on here? Hello? Get a little bit of baby sniping.
Galaxy is my playground. Let's see.
Huh? You didn't attack. What are you doing? Wait, hold on. You are... I think I might be out of, like, firebomb grenades, finally. Push your target so cells away. Yeah.
Schemes within.
The holy Xenocide is no reward.
What? What do you want? Okay. Just warriors. Warriors and an immortal. Warrior. Maybe I might not even have enough time for this. Immortal. Why is everyone so much faster than me? Let's see. Intelligence, agility 60. Let's see. Let's actually end the stream for here, because it's not like I'm going to be able to make any progress on this. I kind of wanted to do more like lore dives in this stream, but kind of got sidetracked a little bit. Anyways. Hi. How's it going? Hello. Guys, thank you very much for attending my stream. I really do appreciate every last one of you. Be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. Be sure to scratch and sniff the like button and the follow button and the bell. Share the video. Tell what those buttons smell like in the comments below. Okay, so we've reached a new scheduled time for my real life work. So I don't know if I'm going to have a specific set schedule this week. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of try to gauge. I will be off on the weekend, so mostly the Saturday and Sunday streams will remain unchanged. But weekday streams, I'm going to probably jump on and off throughout the days, Monday through Friday, just to kind of see what works. So keep an eye on Discord, keep an eye on social media. I'll keep you guys updated on when I'm going live. We can hang out, and yep. Oh, a couple things I'm thinking of doing. One of the things I wanted to play this week, I wanted to restart Master of Magic, Warlord, I got it reinstalled and fixed up again. I have Ultima Online. We wanted to try out some retro MMOs. So go ahead and do that. And so look forward to that. It's mostly what I'm going to be playing this week. Have an amazing week, guys. You're amazing, beautiful people who deserve all the love in the world. I want you to know that. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. So have a great Sunday.